excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. A traveling man. I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the when there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are crying me a river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. Boo, 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 boo. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it, yeah.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Oh, they thought that I was just a... Now when I'm through, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall with some fights. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
44, ready.
Two and a throw right away. He'll dump this off to Achane. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. The Dolphins at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
A gain of 8 and a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
21G, 21G. Out.
On 2nd down, Tua. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running left, Achane. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play action, now it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Through the middle of the field, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Solo left side.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick-6. Oh, right on the heels of the pick-6, another ball intercepted. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Giants 14, Dolphins 3. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll run for it with Achane. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones on first down. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Dolphins 3. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Looking to pass. Tua. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Tua's going to change things up. Throw caught by Achane.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Go ahead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Tua. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Tua going to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Wilson will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing Jones.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Jones, a final shot before break. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones now throwing to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
Right back to him on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now Jones is going to find his running back. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Gano's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 and 24-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw to Smith. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ice jab, turbo 2, ice jab. Turbo 1, high, turbo 1, high. Corner, low. Let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua on fourth down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against him.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Dolphins 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Great.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Rita.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hey, get set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Solo left Zion.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Tua now on first down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They're right here.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate
Big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Detroit, Detroit, Detroit.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Half 18, half 18. Gold gutter, gold gutter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Dolphins 24.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Running right, here's Achane.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, New York.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Gano the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Hill on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
And now here is another interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And they can't bring him down.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Mills.
And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario.